Hello my Canasta friends, welcome to Canasta Class Clinic. In this video we'll be discussing basic tips and strategies all about canasta as we play on real canasta. Our topic in this tutorial will be discussing the skills of patience and how to master that skill and how you will be rewarded. Please put your questions in the comments and I'll be sure to answer, or if you have any suggestions on what you would have done different during play, I'd love hearing from you. Let's learn and grow together as canasta players. Before we get started, please make sure you subscribe. Thank you for all your love and support, and thanks so much for watching these videos. Thanks for giving thumbs up, sharing with friends, and telling them all about Canasta Class YouTube channel. You can also always share a thanks for your appreciation for all the content I share on this channel by clicking on the three dots on the right and clicking the thanks button. Thank you for always engaging by chatting and adding your comments below. And for those who add comments and share their thoughts, I love hearing from you and thank you. It means the world to me that you show up each week and give me much love and support for this channel, and it helps this channel grow and helps us to create more tutorials and education for free on canasta. Thank you so much. Let's get on with our topic. The patient player gets rewarded. Patience is a key component of success in the game of canasta. Make well thought out decisions helps prevent hasty mistakes that can significantly lessen your chance to win and lead to losses. Essentially, rushing moves without considering all your options can easily give your opponent an advantage and often lead to them winning canasta. Be patient and build your hand. Sometimes you need to wait for the right combination of cards to form an opening meld. Try not to use too many cards in your initial meld. Only put down the minimum requirement. You want to hold cards in your hands to play with, and also think about potentially getting pairs to be able to pick the pack. Picking the pack is the key component of the canasta game. When discarding in the beginning of the game, watch what your partner is discarding so that you can try to discard the same card so that you have a good matchup when one of you open. So you can work together with your partner to make canastas. Being patient helps you set your hand up to pick the pack also. Try waiting to meld so that you give your partner a chance to make a special hand, or even maybe they have a special opener like wilds. Remember, you're in a partnership. Decide that when you do meld or pick the pack, you want to also give your partner one turn after you put all your melds down so that she might add to those melds before adding any wild cards from your hand. Pure canastas, as you know, are valued more and are better than mixed canasta for bonus points. Pure canastas are 500 points and mixed canastas are 3. Again, a patient player gets rewarded. Be patient when you pick the pack with melding cards. Take a few minutes to assess the cards that were in that pack you picked. Be mindful not to sort the cards by laying them out on the table for all to see, especially your opponents. Sometimes they can't recall every card that was in the discard pile, and then you might have a pair so that you can pick the pack. Keep them hidden when sorting. It could lead again to picking the pack and picking again. While assessing the cards, keep in mind a few things. You want to start by making those pure canastas with the ranking cards, and then consider what cards that you want to add that would help you get to a canasta. By adding 2 cards to a meld doesn't always get you canasta. Sometimes it just puts it in 5th position, and then the opponents have a safe discard. So don't give your opponents a safe discard. Hold those 2 cards so you can pick the pack again. It might be best to keep those pairs in your hand to pick the pack. Also assess, do you have a valid discard? Remember, you just picked the pack and the tray is empty. Remember the empty tray rule. You can't put any 7s down or any aces or a dead card. And a dead card, again, is a card that is a completed canasta. And you also do not want to discard a card that your opponents can pick up and possibly make a canasta. There's a whole video on what to discard and your options, so check that out on Canasta Class YouTube channel. There are many strategies for the patient player that gets rewarded. You want to be a good observer and observe your opponent's moves. By observing your opponents, it can provide you valuable insight. Patience lets you take the time to notice patterns and anticipate their moves, allowing you to block their strategies or capitalize on their mistakes. By discarding your cards for a canasta in the discard pile, be patient and keep pairs so when your time is right, you'll be able to pick them. You gotta hold. It's very hard to be patient, but I promise you in the end, it's a reward. I also recommend watching your opponent on your left, what they discard, and move that card to the right so you know it's a safe discard. They could be baiting you. Most of the time, they're discarding cards that they only have one of. Table talk. If there's no table talk for you, have your poker face on. But listen to your opponents. There's lots of table talk there. You do need to watch players on both sides of you. Also look how many cards they have in their hand, and don't forget your partner. If you discard a card that is safe, how safe is it? Be aware of how safe it is. Being patient also plays a psychological role, and use it to your advantage. It can make you seem less desperate and more in control of the game. This will keep your opponents from reading your strategies. Be mindful of your discard. Avoid taking risks. Be patient assessing if discarding a certain card can be dangerous. Don't put the team at a disadvantage by giving your opponents the pack. Remember, that pack is huge in completing canastas, and most people who pick the pack will win the game. Learn the skill of counting cards, especially those sevens and aces. We all know we've made many mistakes about them. Don't give them to your opponents. It's detrimental to you. If they get sevens and aces, it can lose the game for you. A patient canasta player is rewarded during a canasta game by carefully planning, so don't rush through the game. By rushing, you typically will lead to poor outcomes. By being patient is your best outcome. Patience lets you think ahead and plan more strategically. Be patient in your next game, which is always my motto, be patient and kind. You'll be rewarded in the end. Please consider becoming a channel member. Take your love of canasta to the next level by joining my channel. While all my content is free, you can decide to support the channel with a small monetary donation. Go to the home screen and choose from the 3 levels. Be sure to click join on the main page and you can read all about them. Again, there are free ways to support me, which I've mentioned in previous screens, by subscribing, so click that button, by giving me a thumbs up, and sharing videos with canasta friends, and by leaving a comment below. Now you can become a channel member and bring it to the next level for a small monetary donation. Please consider doing so. Thank you again. On this channel, Canasta Class, there are many videos on how to play and pass lives with strategies and tips and the basics. So head there if you need more detailed instructions on tips and strategies. Don't forget to subscribe and so you don't miss anything when I post new videos. Let's head on over to Real Canasta and play a few games and learn and grow together as canasta players. On Real Canasta, pick New Game. We're going to play fast. We're going to select the number of cards needed before adding a wild card, and that's 5 of a rank. And we're going to play invisible mode so we can chat and start our next game. Don't forget to organize your hand by rank. Always keep a pair of 2 sevens and 2 aces. Always put out on the 3s on your turn and pick a new card, and then you're also going to take a new card for your turn. You're going to try to match your partner in discards. We're going for 125. We need a clean triple, so we're not going to count yet. My opponent threw out a king. I'm not going to throw a king. I have a pair. My partner threw out a 4. I threw out a 4. I'm going to keep my queens. I'm keeping my pairs. I guess the next discard may be a 9. Potentially could go for a special hand. Remember to look for a special hand. My partner threw out an 8. I'm going to throw out this 7. I already have 2 sevens. This is the first 7. Here's my clean triple. I'm going to throw out an 8. My partner threw out one earlier. They are opening. I do have a pair of 10s, but I do not have enough points to open yet. I'm gonna throw a 9. Remember, I threw one earlier, threw one here. I know he's probably gonna have jacks. I'm gonna throw this ace. I think that's 2 aces. My partner's opening, that's perfect. So that's 1 7 and 2 aces. 3 aces. Patience. Oh, I lost count of 7s. I think that's 3 7s, 3 aces. I'm gonna put the jack out. They have 5s. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the 5s. I'm gonna let my partner, if they maybe have one more jack. 3 7s, 3 aces. Should have put my queens down. 4 7s, 3 aces. I'm gonna put my 10s out. Gonna close it with queens, discard a queen. Don't have a 9. I do have 2 kings. I'll put my wilds with it. They have 5s. I'm gonna continue to discard 5s. I think that's all the 7s. I'm gonna take the chance. That's the whole pack there. I know we're gonna get a penalty for aces, but that's okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sweet. And close the kings. I'll put out my 10s. And then make sure I'm gonna put out my 6s. We can make a canasta of 6s. 5s they have, so I'm probably not gonna put out my 5s. 4s we only have a pair. Put out my 8s, even though they have them, and my 9s. And queens are a dead card. I can't discard that. Jacks I only have a pair. 6s are dead. 5s they have. I can put out 3 5s just to get the points out of my hand, and I'm gonna discard a 5. 4s are dead. I'm not gonna be able to get rid of these aces. I took the penalty for the aces, still got 1,000 points extra. So we're at 3,340. They're only at 340. So that was a good pickup. On to our next game. Yeesh. They already opened. We're at 155. So they did 9s and 10s, so 9 would be a good discard. I do have 3 7s, but maybe we're gonna go for a special hand. Put out the 3, picked a 5. I'm gonna get rid of the 9. Next will be a 7. Oops, they got it. Another ace. Get rid of the 7. Go for a special hand of pairs. A jack. I'm gonna get rid of a 6. Now they just keep picking up. Gonna get rid of a queen. Oh, maybe we can get a king. A 10. It's safe to discard. They have 5. I can't open. I don't have any wilds, and I don't have enough points. So if we could get a special hand, that would be great. A 7, I'm going to discard. A 10 is dead. You can use dead cards in a special hand. Dead. Oh, wild, so I have to get rid of the king. The turn card, 6s are dead. Maybe I'll get a 2. Five. Never got that 2. Oh, this is terrible. We're going to be all negative points. And I can't pick the pack because I don't have enough to open, so I have to end the game. Oh, geez, we got a 1,000-point penalty. That's bad. We had a lot of cards in our hand. All those 3s we didn't cover, that was the big penalty. We have 803s. The game is on even keel now. We're both at 125. Games go up and down. It's never over, so don't give up. Put out your 3s. Take a new card for your turn. And we only need 125, and we have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30. We have plenty to open. I'm going to let the pack build up, and maybe I could pick the pack with 5s or 6s. They did just open. I'm not going to pick it yet. I'm going to get rid of a 6. Bummer. Glad my partner opened. I can't really help her. It's 1 ace, 2 aces. 2 aces, 3 aces, and 1 7. Four aces. That's 5 aces. If I can pick that pack with the ace, that would be delightful. Oh well. We get a chance to pick that pack. It's okay, we got 345 points. We did make some points. They are going to be at 155 now. So, oh, we could have made wild card canasta. They had 6 2s. We had 6 2s between us, and I had a wild card. Damn, we could have made that. It's okay. You never know what your partner has in wild cards. So on to the next round. We're at 125, and they are at 155. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have plenty of points. Let's get rid of a 10. Maybe we can pick the pack. Only 5 cards there. I'm going to wait a second. My partner opened. Jacks, kings, and aces, 8s. Maybe we can pick the pack. 6. Nope. Jack. I'm going to put out my 2 kings and get rid of a 6. Wait, maybe my partner picked, oh, he picked 2 wilds. King. 1 ace. 2 aces. Two aces. One 7. 2 7s. 2 7s, 2 aces. 3 7s, 3 aces. 4 7s. 4 7s, 3 aces. Now I know there's 4 aces in there. If I throw an ace, he's not going to be able to pick it because he doesn't have any. And put out my 9s. I'm going to put out my 5s in the hopes that my partner can do something. We had 455, they got 495. That was a tough game. And it's pretty even keel. We're, I guess, almost 2,000 points difference, but we're still in the game. Let's keep going. That was a low scoring game for both of us. We couldn't get a double canasta to get our 3s. So put out your 3s, take a new card, pick one for your turn. And this has potential for pairs. We're at 155. I'm going to get rid of an 8. It's hard with pairs because you have to get the big joker. There's 1 7. Two 7s. Let's count our points, although we don't have 3 of a kind. Okay, we do. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40. We're still points short. It's dangerous keeping this ace. I'm going to have to get rid of it next hand. Hopefully pick a wild card. And we did. Let's see, we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Well, we can open. So let's open with our aces, even though they have aces. With our 3 queens. Now we only need 15 more points. I'm not going to open with jacks, maybe. I'm going to open with 6s. And I'm going to discard a 7. We got another jack and a 7. That's perfect. Now I can discard the jacks, and they will be safe discards. And close the queens so that we can cover our 3s so we don't get negative points. I'm gonna put out my 6, and I'm gonna discard a jack. At least have 3 safe discards. Aces are dead. I think that's 2 or 3 7s. Oh boy, I have these big wild cards and I can't add them anywhere. Tens. Again, a low scoring game for us. Only 400 points. They got 1,500. Ouch. So they're almost double now above us. Still in the game though. Game's not over till 8,500 points. We're at 155. They're at 180. So hopefully we can open. Although with my baby cards here, it doesn't look like it. Make sure you put out your 3s. Let's get rid of, my partner got rid of a 4. I want to keep my 4s for now. I'm going to get rid of 5. 4s will be next. Seven I'll keep. Two, 1 7. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. I'm gonna have to get rid of those 6s. We have potential for a pair hand. We need aces and 7s, but my partner's opening. So now we have a wild card canasta. And I can pick the pack. Not with a 7. I'm gonna put out my 2 wild cards, and I'm gonna discard the 4. That's a nice bump up for us, about 2,000 points. Oh, and my partner picked the pack. So now she's in control of the 7, so I'm going to discard all my 7s. Oh, that's lovely. And I have some 6s there to close that. No 5s. I'll put out my 6s. Hold the 5. Don't have anything else. I'm going to get rid of the 7. Oh, she picked up queens. She picked up a 5. I have 1 5. Pair of kings. I'll take that. I'm gonna keep my pairs. Get rid of this, and I'm gonna have to get rid of an 8. Oh, I have 2 great discards. The ace and the 8 are perfect. So we have a 7 and a queen. Oh, the 4. Give me the ace first. It's a better hand for us. Get rid of the ace. Turn card, 2 turns left. 1 3 is missing, so we might not get a second turn. Put out my queen, get rid of the 8. Final card is an 8. And they have 8, so I'm going to get rid of the 8. And 10s are dead. I'm going to get rid of 10 for a safer card. Much better hand for us. 3,710, and they got 555 points. We are almost neck and neck. This will be the determining round, possibly. We're both at 180. Put out your 3, pick a new card, take 1 for your turn. All these baby cards aren't going to help unless I go for pairs. So I'll keep whittling them. Let's get rid of our 6s. It's better to have 5 cards. Partner's throwing out 5s. Need some aces. Get rid of one of my 5s. We can try for pairs, but we need a pair of aces and a pair of 7s. Jack. Let's get rid of these 5s. I need 180. They're not going to help with 180. Like that. That's a stinkeroo. Oh, my partner was trying to go for a special hand. Look at that. She had 3 aces, so we got the penalty of 1,500 points. She was trying for a zip code, which is 433 pair. It's all right. That's how you end the game, just like that. So congratulations to the other team. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed watching me play and also learning about being patient. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and be patient in your game. I'll see you next Monday at 6:30. Each week we release a new video. Be sure to leave in the comments anything you would have done different during play and anything you want to talk about canasta. So have a good one, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.